Tottenham fans are all still wondering when they will finally get to watch a match at their new stadium after the club's latest update. The 62,062-seater stadium was originally meant to open for the start of the season, then it was announced that the ground would open in September, and since then there have been a string of announcements regarding further delays due to problems with the critical fire safety systems. The club's latest update on Thursday confirmed that the match against Arsenal on March 2 will be moved to Wembley. That move was always likely due to fears over holding such a potentially hostile fixture so early at the new ground. However, the problems with the safety systems now look to be almost fixed, and it would appear to be positive news that only the Arsenal match has thus far been moved to Wembley. The club said in a statement, "We can today report that remedial works on the safety systems in the new stadium are near completion, and we shall then move forward to the final stages of testing the fire detection and alarm system and its integration with the other safety systems." The success of this testing is critical to our ability to obtain a safety certificate and open the stadium. We can confirm, therefore, that we shall play our Premier League match against Arsenal on Saturday, 2 March at 12:30 p.m. at Wembley Stadium. Chairman Daniel Levy added, "Once again, thank you all for bearing with us and for the great support we have received from so many different quarters. These next few weeks are pivotal." Gallery, 14 photos from inside Tottenham's stunning new stadium taken by the Workers' View Gallery. That Tottenham haven't mentioned the home games against Crystal Palace on March 17 and Brighton on April 6 could be seen as a positive. Both matches could yet be affected by those two sides' progress in the FA Cup, but they will have to be played at some point regardless. Another update from the club is expected later this month, and that announcement would need to contain test event details to increase the likelihood of the Palace or Brighton matches being the opening games at the new stadium. There needs to be 2 test events held of increasing capacity. One is likely to be an U23s or Spurs Ladies match, and the other could be the rearranged Spurs Legends vs Bayern Munich game. When the original test events were announced, they were just 5 days apart, with the second one 2 weeks before the originally slated opening match at the stadium against Liverpool. That would mean that the first test event would have to be set for almost 3 weeks before the new opening game. That would mean, if it was to be the Palace match, the first test event would need to be later this month, either on February 24 or 25. Spurs travel to Burnley on the 23rd. The original test events, however, were announced a month before they took place, which might mean the rescheduling of the Palace match, if they reach the FA Cup quarter-finals, could actually work in Tottenham's favour. When it comes to those potential cup-related changes, Palace travel to League One Doncaster Rovers on February 17 and Brighton host Championship side Derby County the day before, and that FA Cup 5th round weekend will provide Spurs with more clarity over whether those 2 potential Premier League matches will remain on their set days. Gallery, today's latest photos from inside and outside Tottenham's new stadium view gallery after that the next scheduled match is Huddersfield on April 13, followed by West Ham on April 27, and then the final match of the season against Everton on May 12. If the Palace or Brighton matches are to be rescheduled, they will likely be midweek. However, if Palace exit at the quarter-final stage and Brighton do not, then the Eagles do then have that April 6 date currently available in their fixture schedule to slot into Brighton's place to face Spurs. There are also potential Champions League home matches if Spurs can get past Borussia Dortmund in the last 16, with that home match being played at Wembley next Wednesday. Some fans have claimed it might be better to simply announce that the club will not move into the new stadium until next season. The costs involved in playing at Wembley are growing rapidly with each game, as is lost revenue at the new stadium, and Spurs boss Mauricio Pochettino is desperate to get back home. To play in your own stadium is the best thing that can happen in your life. The moment the new stadium is ready, if it is my decision is to move quickly, he said in December. In the moment our new stadium will be ready to play, my opinion is to move quickly, because when you start to play in your own stadium it is completely different. If it depends on me, I want to move as soon as possible. His demeanor changed somewhat on Friday when asked again about the possibility of moving in. I don't want to think too much, my wish is to play at the new stadium before the end of the season, we'll see what happens. My gut says it will be tough, but my wish is so big, and my hope and always my dream is to finish playing this season at the new stadium, he said. We'll see, you can trust more in my gut or my capacity to generate the possibility to move and finish the stadium. There are still at least 5 potential home games that could be played at the new stadium. The club's next update this month should indicate which one, if any, it will be. Keep up to date with the latest Tottenham Hotspur news, features and exclusives from football. London via our free WhatsApp service. Text news to 07776197989 and then add the number to your phone contacts book as Spurs.London, case sensitive, with spaces, to receive daily updates and breaking news from Alasdair Gold and the team on Spurs. Your phone number won't be shared with any other members of the group. Click here for more information on the service.